Hello all, welcome to Village Leads India. From today onwards, we will be starting VLSI series covering from basics to advanced topics. As a part of that, today we will be discussing what is VLSI. As we all know that VLSI means very large scale integrated circuit. Fine with that. What is integrated circuit? Integrated circuit means it is a device which is made upon silicon and it consists all components like resistors, transistors or whatsoever it may be. These all components will be in an integrated fashion in an IC. What is meant by that? Nowadays, if at all we see outside, then we can get a resistor, a capacitor in a discrete fashion. Like we can differentiate them and discrete them. But in an integrated shape, we could not differentiate what is a resistor, what is a transistor and other elements. So all these elements will be integrated in an IC. So that's why we call it as IC. Earlier days, what is the case is we will be having a discrete elements like a resistor, capacitor and inductor. If at all we want to made an RLC circuit, we need to get all these components which will be available in discrete fashion and we need to make a connection using some wires. But if at all we need to make a big circuit, then how can we make it? If at all it is so big, then the components reliability issues may come, spacing issues may come. So that is why we won't be going for discrete type of circuits. Instead, we will be going for integrated circuits which occupy very less space and which are very reliable. So what are the advantages coming to an integrated IC? So it runs on very low power and it occupies very small size and it has very improved performance. So next, coming to the point, scale of integration. So what is the scale of integration? Means based upon the number of transistors present in an integrated circuit, they are categorized into SSI, MSI, LSI and VLSI and so on. So what is SSI? It is small scale integrated circuit which consists of transistors in tens of numbers. And what is MSI? It consists of hundreds of transistors. What is LSI? It consists of 10,000s of transistors. And then VLSI, as we all know, it consists of billions of transistors. And here I have given examples of SSI, LSI and MSI. So first these two, as you are seeing, these are the examples of SSI which are amplifiers and consisting transistors in 2 or 3 number, and this one is shift register which is an example of MSI consisting of few hundreds like 120 to 150 transistor, and this one is LS. So next, coming to the contents we are going to cover in this VLSI series. So first one is RTL synthesis and then next one DFT, physical design, packaging, manufacturing and post-silicon validation. So what are these terms mean? I will be explaining in the next slide, which is typically called an IC flow. So what is an IC flow? Suppose if at all we need to or we want to make an IC, then how can we make it? That is what typically IC flow means. So first we need to have some idea about what is our chip, like what it has to do, what purpose it needs to satisfy. So with that we will be writing an RTL design, which is nothing but Verilog or VHDL code, and then we will be doing logic synthesis. What it means is, this is also called as RTL synthesis. What it means is the code Verilog or VHDL which is present here cannot be directly used by the software tools which are used to make an IC. So what we'll be doing is we will be taking this code and then we'll be synthesizing so that it can be converted to a format which can be used by the designer tools. So that is what the whole purpose of this logic synthesis. And then we'll be doing some DFT, which means IC we know as it is so small and testing also it is so difficult for it. So in order to test it, we have come up with some methods, and in DFT design we will be implementing it to IC so that we can test IC later on. So this level is completed, and then coming to this second level. So here what we will be doing is, First, the thing is floor plan. Floor plan is just a similar civil engineer making a plan for an house or some building. So what he will be doing, he will be deciding where the kitchen should be, where the hall should be, where the all other rooms should be located. These all things he will be planning and give us a plan. Similarly, here also we have to place different components, either it is clocks or the macros or the memories, whatsoever it may be. We need to place them in such a way that it should be easy for us to make the connections between them, and it should occupy less space. So some constraints will be there. So based upon that, we need to make a floor plan. Okay, and then what we'll be doing in this place and route is we'll be making connections between the things what we have placed. So and then coming to post layout thing. So with place and route, we will be having a chip designed. So what we'll be doing here is, first we'll be checking the timing check. So in here what we'll be checking is whether the chip we have made is functioning correctly, accurately, according to our speed. Like suppose say it need to run at 3 GHz speed, whether it is running at that particular speed or not. If not, what are the things which are not following that particular speed? These things we'll be figuring it out and fixing them. So and then here layout verification. What is layout verification means? We'll be having foundries or manufacturing companies which will make the real chip. Like here we'll be making a design in designer tools, but the real chip will be made in foundries. So what the foundries will be doing are, they will be giving some rules. Basically they are the limitations for the machines which are used in the manufacturing process. It may be for reliability purposes and all other purposes also. So some set of rules they will be providing. So those rules should be met against our design what we have made. So whatever the design we have made, that should meet all the rules provided by the founder. Okay, otherwise we need to check with them whether it is okay or not. And then once our layout verification is done, we'll be finally going for mask generation, which is nothing but we'll be handling over our design to the manufacturing companies and they will be making our design. So I have not covered this packaging thing, I will tell here. So we have seen till physical design also what is packaging is like. The chip what we have designed and what is manufactured is with the silicon. As we all know, silicon could not be placed as is in a room, because we know very well that even a small particle of dust, if at all it sits on that silicon, it can damage the entire functionality and also some warpage and the heat dissipation purposes. This packaging is used for a silicon. So what the packaging will do is it will be protecting the silicon from all kind of thing, like either it may be heat, either it may be the dust or any environmental conditions. So from all of these things, the packaging will be protecting the silicon chip. So this manufacturing we have already covered, and post silicon validation is nothing but once our chip is made, whether it is following our functionality, like whatever we are expecting the IC to do, whether it is doing the same or not. These things it will be doing in our post silicon validation. So this is for this video. Thank you so much. Please do like, share and subscribe to Village Leads India.